always been health and fitness in my family. I come from a family full of doctors, so fitness is always top of mind, and health was always top of mind in our family. So I've always wanted to be as healthy as I possibly can be. So I always eat well. I get a lot of sleep. I just do all the right things. I don't eat any candy or soda. It's just not something in our house at all. So we just try to live a good, healthy lifestyle. So it's important to me that I exercise also. For me, working out was important, but you usually go down the normal route, which is going to a gym, and you get a trainer once in a while to kind of set you down the right path. But usually, you lose that path after a while. So I was a member at Equinox for 3 years, actually, 3 years running, and I would go and do the same thing every day. And it was kind of boring after a while, and I didn't see the results. I really kind of never got to see the results. I'd go and do the same thing, and there was really never the results. So I always thought about doing something different, and I was always interested in trying to spice things up a little bit and get variety in what I was doing. And I saw CrossFit. I thought it was interesting. It was very intimidating, and it was intimidating to me because I was never that athletic, or I'd never done Olympic style lifting or any of those types of movements. So I found it a little intimidating, actually very intimidating. So I joined a gym in West Hollywood for a brief period of time. Went in, they gave me my assessment and a couple of one-on-one training sessions, and about the third time I went to the gym, I hurt myself. Because I was in a very, very large group environment, and there was really no guidance. You just kind of threw you in there, and you're in with a bunch of younger people, and it was very competitive. So for me, it wasn't good, and so I said, all right, I'm gonna take a little time off. I went back to Equinox and worked at Equinox for a while, and then one day I decided to run to the gym, and on my way home running to the gym, I passed CrossFit Encino, and when you were in a second location, and I kind of looked in and kind of asked a couple of questions, and I was kind of watching what they're doing, but I liked that it was small. And that was the big thing for me, that it was small, and it looked like there was just not big classes. And so went in, you guys were great. I told you what my fears were and what my concerns were. It really was about injury prevention. I'm not the youngest guy. I'm 52, and so for me, it's you don't want to get injured, and mobility is always a big concern because you just never get to stretch enough when you get older, and you have that sort of buildup of tightness. So, but you guys did the assessment, which was really kind of great, and kind of set me down the right path and showed me ways to kind of strengthen the weak areas, which were numerous. And I went in there thinking, all right, I think Evan had asked me, can you do pull-ups? How many pull-ups can you do? And I'm like, all right, I can do one. And I did one. And I said to myself in the back of my mind, I'd love to be able to set that as a goal where I could do, many pull-ups, because I've never been really strong in my shoulders.
How many can you do now?
I could do probably 5 or 6, maybe 7 if I really push it. And that's good for me. I'm happy with that. And that shows progression. And that shows, that I've been trying it, which is great. But I got in there, and I was, you guys helped me assess where my strengths and weaknesses were. You helped me strengthen my weaknesses, which was great, and balance me out. And that's what I think was important for me in terms of keeping a very strong core and a strong base. So when I got and started doing these more complex movements, I felt more confident in doing that. And it's just getting in there and doing it, and getting the guidance along. And you guys provide the right amount of competitiveness, but not too much. But you guys give a lot of guidance, and it's the camaraderie which I find really amazing, in the gym. And everybody's supportive. Even though it's competitive, it's not competitive to where it's potentially detrimental or hurtful. Everybody supports everybody, and I think that's a really great, healthy environment. So for me, I grew in that environment, and that was something that helped me flourish in it, and made me want to do better every time that I'm in there, and made me committed to doing this. And I set myself a goal last year when I saw you guys that I'm going to Europe this year, and set myself a goal to be in the best shape of my life when I went to Europe. And I'm about to do that. I'm actually leaving in a week and a half, and I'm the best shape I've ever been. So I'm happy with that. And it's all to you guys, and you're a great team.
Thank you, Todd.